Welcome to Oh La La Spa, your one-stop pamper spot for everyone.
Oh La La Spa provides you with all your spa and salon needs with professional and experienced personnel with stellar exceptional service.
Rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul.
Oh La La Service provides you with
Relaxing massages, permanent and temporary tattoo services, body piercings, facial skincare services, which include microdermabrasion, with celebrity makeover, airbrush makeup,
hair care services, barbing services, permanent makeup such as eyebrows, microblading, pedicure, and manicure services.
Enjoy spa lifestyle. We also offer gift certificates and spa memberships, quality spa products, wigs, hair extensions, and more.
Oh La La, rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul.
At Oh La La Spa, we have a VIP suite for your comfort, a separate gentleman's room, and more. We have a spa day. Reserve the spa day for a day all by yourself and friends and rejuvenate together.
Oh La La Spa, your one-stop pamper sport for all your spa and salon needs for everyone. Located at Senegambia Highway.
Visit us at olalaspa.com and book online. Our Facebook page or call us at 51-00022. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. At Olala, we also accept Q-Money for your convenience.
Oh La La Spa, not just a spa, but a spa with a difference.
Hey, welcome to the show. My name is Marie Gomez. As always, we are live on Sit With Me today. How's everyone doing? Guys, I know last week what happened. Apologies, like I said, sometimes things don't always go according to plan, but you know what, like we always do, we're going to blame it on Corona. Like we've been blaming it on everything, okay? So we're going to go straight into it. First of all, I want to apologize for obviously running late. As always, you know me. I'm a late comer. Mate. No, I'm joking. For real. Thank you so much for everyone that's been messaging, wanting to come on, keeping it locked. So welcome to the show. Like I said, we're going to go straight into it. And obviously on the screen, you can see this handsome fella that is on the screen right now, who looks like he's in the studio. I mean, hello.
Hi, everybody. Hello, Marie.
How
Good
we
to be on this
doing?
platform. I'm fine, thank you. Hope you're okay.
I'm good. I'm getting there. Finally, I'm getting there now. How are you
Right.
doing?
I'm great, man. I'm good. Give thanks a lot.
Good. I'm so excited. I hope you're excited as well.
Okay.
A bit
Yes.
nervous.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't just know what to expect, so I just came to be here.
Good. I love that. I love that. Prepared but unprepared because you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Love it. We're gonna go straight into it. Well, don't be nervous. This literally sits with me is literally Senor Watan. Right?
Right.
So we're just having like a very chill talk. I'm gonna be throwing some questions at you. Yeah, and then you're just gonna help us answer it. It just helps your fans, someone like myself. I'm like, since researching you, I'm a huge fan now. Like for real. I'm not only saying it because you're
Right.
on the show, but um so yeah, just getting to know more about you, etc.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a pleasure. I'm a very deep narrative person, so I'm gonna give y'all a ride. I like to explain, so yeah.
I love it. I love it. Let's
Mm-hmm.
let's get into it. First and foremost, obviously, this is going to be the first question. What does E.N.C stand for?
That comprises of my real name, Asa, and my surname is Colley. So the
Okay,
N is just a conjunction. It's just like when you say R&B, rhythm and blues. So it's E.N.C, Asa and Colley. That I'm made up of my name and my surname. That's
that was
just it.
smart. That was smart. That's really
Yeah.
smart. It's a bit far, but how did you come about with that initials? Because it's just the initials of your name, isn't it?
I know,
And
right?
it's cool.
You know, growing up as a kid that loved the reggae dancehall music from day one, you get to grow up to some names that are so gigantic, right? The
Yeah.
generation I belong to, you hear the Bounty Killer, the Buju Bantan, those super horrific names, and you
Yeah.
get me. But I'm a guy that I started thinking like, why not create something that's not far from your name, like something that don't have to really give people a struggle to look into the dictionary. You know what I'm
Right?
saying? So I feel like, I wanted to use Asa, but I know there's a lot of people called Asa, but E.N.C is only me, like when it comes to Gambia. So I decided to just go with E.N.C.
I love it. Don't you like? I love it, and it's so catchy
Thank
as
you.
well. It's very, very catchy.
Yeah,
Right.
I think so.
So who is E.N.C. and tell us about your background.
Well, those are one of my toughest questions to answer all the time when you ask who is E.N.C. because I'm one little African Gambian boy, very reserved out there in person, but creative world, I'm into a lot of things. So I would say I'm a reggae dancehall musician. I can sing on any beat I've been doing, right? I'm a little producer in my corner. I'm a graphic designer, professional graphic designer. That's my second job. I love it a lot. I'm a DJ on radio in clubs. I own a little company called World Vibe Entertainment. I'm a businessman. I like to sell fashion clothes. I'm into car business lately. I do a lot
Wow.
of things. I do a lot of things. Yeah, but whatever, man, whatever it is, man.
That's jack of all trades.
Yeah,
You
I'm
are
into a lot of
literally
things.
jack of all trades.
Yeah,
No,
I
but
am.
like, I love that. I like we're gonna get into it more, like breakdown of every little thing that you do and how it came about. So
Mhm.
tell us one fun fact about E.N.C.
Okay, now the E.N.C you see on stage
Right?
and the E.N.C you're gonna meet in the street to say hello, hi, shake hand is totally different. Okay, so when you meet me after, let's say when you watch me, let me say on open mic, you're gonna see this extra hype guy on the stage jumping all over, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna be disappointed if you expect that in person when you see me. Because I'm gonna say, hey, you okay? I ain't bad and I'm good. You know what I'm
So are
saying?
you like,
So
sorry to cut you.
yeah, so when you see that chill E.N.C that that you meet for the first time and he's quiet like that, that's me in real life. I can stay quiet a whole day without saying nothing. I'm a guy that's in my head a lot, thinking, creating stuff. You know what I mean? But when you get into my zone, we have a vibe. I'm a big bully. You know what I'm saying? I like, yeah, I like to be involved in things that make me laugh. I like watching Animal Kingdom cartoons and stuff. So I'm a different type of person.
Do you?
I do. I
Wow.
do.
Okay, what do you do when you're not working?
Mari, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm always working. Like
Like, there's
imagine
no time that you're not
when
working?
I let's say when I'm not recording, because I
Yeah.
record my songs in my studio here. You can see my background, right? And as a graphic designer, when I'm not feeling like recording, when I'm not in the vibe or mood to record music, I wanna put the creativity on posters or banners or billboards or logos that people give me to work on. So I resonate audio to visuals or to songs, right? Or
Yeah.
bring songs to images. So that don't give a person a lot of space to be free. Because
Mm,
even if I go to bed, sometimes you might spend 8 hours in bed, but you slept only 2 hours. The rest
yeah.
of the 6 hours you were thinking, you know what I mean? So, but I'm a sheltered person. I can stay in the house for 3 months without going outside. You know what I mean? I'm that type of person. So, if I'm inside, I might be on the internet watching things that make me laugh. My neighbor might hear me laughing one time and say, "Yo, what the f is wrong with this nigga?" Like shouting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but man, that's much more of it. Like I find to sleep a lot as much as I can because that's something that I used to struggle with. I've been battling with lack of sleep for a long time from the years of 2009.
Okay.
to late 2014. I don't really sleep because imagine I work on radio as a DJ 3 to 4 times a week. So sometimes from the radio I go straight to my club gigs. I'll be playing till 6 a.m.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Come back home, you have your late breakfast like before going to bed. You get 2 or 3 hours. You up on the computer. So that life has been a routine for me. So growing up as a married man, as a family man, as a career man, I try to balance things now, let go of some jobs, do them virtually, or bring the studio in the house, find time to sleep, find time to eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to work on my routine. So that's much more of it.
That is a lot. Like, especially being an artist. Like, first question, do you write your own materials? Do you write your own songs?
I'm a writer. I write for me and a lot of people.
Like, not sleeping, do you think that affects your work, that it's not the best it could be because of the lack of sleep?
The lack of sleep affected me on few aspects, right? When I don't have my enough sleep, I tend to lose my voice easy.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I lose my appetite. So it comes to the health aspect. I
Yeah.
remember one of the open mics in 2012, I was supposed to perform. You know what I mean? The night of I think a night before open mic, I blacked out. I went off. I was in the house with my wife. We were not married then. You know what I'm saying? So she had to take care of me. They had to rush me to the hospital, get me some. That was the first, I think, second time that happened to me. So, I mean, it was like a long chain of lack of rest
Yeah.
to a major event. I'm a person that does a lot of tours in the Gambia. I tour 11 months a year. The only time I don't tour is Ramadan. So I'm always playing the Basse, the Farafenye, the Birikama, the Sarakunda, the Lamen. I'm always on the road doing shows. So it's super
11
hectic
months.
for me.
Yeah.
11 months a year, every year, I'm always on shows, on tours. And
That's
I mean, I put in a lot of work, and that's what keeps me going end of the day.
like you're a workaholic.
I am.
So far, you are legit, right? The most hardworking person I've had on. Like, kudos to everyone that has been, but none of them have said you're literally working throughout the whole year.
Yeah, I am. I
Like,
am. I do.
the whole year.
I do. I really do. Or like people that know me be like, I can say this. Work took a lot from me. You know what I'm saying? Like I could
Yeah.
say my work life took everything from me. Life is like a sacrifice. The more you get into something, the more something loses you.
Loses. Yeah.
Right. So my social living have been really different. Like I don't really have like the hangout friends again. Like I miss the competing,
Yeah.
growing up as a youth. I don't really get to have that. And I'm from the ghetto. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm from there. I was born and brought up in Brikama, grew in Serekunda, Ikololi, settled in Brusubi, and you can tell like I was cut from different areas, right?
Yeah.
But I'm so submissive to the job to a point that I sometimes I just have to be in the studio. Before I build this studio in my house, right? I used to be in the studio and call my wife, hey, babe, sorry, man, I'm taking a lot of time here, man. Like work takes everything from me, right? Sometimes even to see my mom is a struggle. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to really work on it extra more to refine the structure of my work nature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everything that I would
Your
really need.
personal life.
Exactly. I'm really trying to find a balance. And lately it's working for me. The past 2 years, yeah, it's really, really working for me. The past 2 years, it's really, really working for me. I really, sometimes I get some jobs and I'll be telling people, you know what, I will do your job, but give me 2, 3 days, I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
And trying to negotiate in a way for them to understand, like, I used to be the guy that used to be on it every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to skip a day lately and get a little sleep and then come be a little Netflix on Wi-Fi sometimes. And, you know what I mean? Just to be a little bit human than
I
all of us.
know you need to be,
You know what I'm
You
saying?
need
Yeah.
to be. All right, so we're gonna take it back, like the way back, right?
All right.
When was that first moment that you knew music that's your career? Because I think a lot of
Right.
people miss having a career and having a job,
Yeah.
right? A lot of people are in doing career movements in a job, whereas a lot of
Right.
people are doing like job movements in careers. Like it's a bit, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So when was that moment? Like I would like to think that being an artist, that's your career,
Right.
right? When was that moment that you're like, okay, music is what I
Mm.
want to do. Like, do my
Right.
anything, but music mainly, because you're in entertainment, like in
Right.
general, because you do a lot of,
Right.
writing, producing, but you're an artist.
Right.
When was that
Right.
moment for you?
Well, I could say
How
I
old were
found
you?
myself. I was very little by then because I knew the creative industry was my destiny. I knew
Yeah,
that from a long time. But now to find out what aspect of the creative industry, what sector, was when I realized, like moving with my friends. Brikama is a very vibrant society.
hmm,
Growing up in Brikama is a place that can teach you a lot of things at the same time.
yeah,
Okay, and the fact that growing up in that kind of community, we are not exposed to, or a lot of things were not available for us in Brikama. There were not a lot of opportunities like compared to the Greater Banjul area or the other parts of the Greater Banjul area, right? So
yeah,
there's only two major things we had in Brikama was sports and music. we don't have
right,
we don't have hotels, we don't have the tourism industry, you get me, we don't have the big restaurants where people can be waiters or waitresses, we don't have
yeah.
these big fashion shops, no malls, no, you get what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's a whole. Hey babe, welcome home. You're right. My wife just came in, sorry for that.
Sister, good evening.
Sister, they're saying good evening.
Kamu love
Yeah.
boy, man, ham nala de.
Okay.
Oko
Right.
fanam la. Oko na
I
mo
will
back.
tell her. I'll tell her, no problems. So coming from Brickham at that time, I realized that I'm a guy that I try to find myself at an early stage,
Yeah,
where my interest lies, things I am passionate about. So it used to be Brickham from that time, you either had to play football or find a way to do music. But
yeah,
music was something not every parent would allow you to do because what it associates with. You know what I mean? Like you get exposed to a lot of drugs, and then what I mean, you can be a liability to a lot of things of the society. You can be affected by a lot of things. So a lot of parents get scared, not because music is haram, as many might say those days, right? But because it thinks you might be subjected to. What I mean, that they don't want to see their kids being that in the society, right? So
yeah.
my parents would never allow me to do music by then, but they could allow you to go to the park and play football. But when me and my friends go to the football field,
Mm.
we always have this section within us, me, my brother, and some guy. All we do is to listen to some music and beats and start to toast on it while others are playing football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I knew this is something I wanted to pursue more.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I diverted from playing football to playing basketball because football was taking a lot of time. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? The training involved and the pitch was too big, and I was focusing on my education. I wanted to make sure I understand literature very well, or to a standard where I can express myself in any way, written, spoken, performing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's why I didn't record my music since 1997. I was going to be the youngest artist ever in the Gambia. But I said, I'm going to wait. 1997, I was very involved in reggae music already, singing on beats, knowing every song. I was very little. You know what I mean? I was barely 11, 10 years old, something like that. You
That
know,
that's very
yeah,
young.
yeah, I was involved in the music that time. I
Mm.
had access to CDs and cassettes in my house, playing on some LPs as a DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started learning the culture of reggae dancehall music. You know what I mean? Now, when I knew I was gonna do music, the question was like, what kind of
What
music?
genre? That was coming up to my next question. Why
Yeah,
dancehall? Like,
yeah.
why was that
Because
your genre?
a dancehall is like a platform for me that makes it easy for me to express myself.
Yeah.
It was I starting I connect with hip hop a lot because the lifestyle, I've always been the guy with the big baggy jeans and the fitted hats and the durags and whatever, as we could say, the American type of thing. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
always that guy, right? I loved fashion. I loved the graffitis and everything, right? But when it comes to me, myself, expressing myself on a sound, dancehall was what worked for me a lot better. And Jolala, we like this humba thing, you know, dancehall for humba, and you know what I'm saying? Like the vibe, we move, you get me? So dancehall was a lot easier. And my environment, I could say 99.9% was a lot more reggae dancehall inclined, right? So that was what was easy for me. It was a lot more accessible for me to reach.
Right. Okay.
Then I knew music it is.
Sorry. I had to like, I'm just thinking like you were 10, right?
Yeah.
When I was 10, I'm thinking, okay. But then as you grow, your interest changes. But the fact that you knew that this was your career from that as early as,
Yeah.
10 years old,
Yeah.
like close to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So producing, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
that would have come after. Okay, not obviously. Did you started producing before or after you became an artist?
Yeah. Production came in lately, like the most recent times, like because I've been into studios at an early age as an artist, right? So
Yeah.
I like to see the technical aspect behind the shape of the music, behind the sound, behind everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a guy that's been exposed to devices, gadgets, computers a long time. Before I recorded my music, I had some desktops. You know, I could work with go on some CDs, record some cassettes, transfer some data. You know what I'm saying? So when I go to studio, I see producers sitting on computer. I relate. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, cool. I don't think I'm gonna start it now because I have a lot of things on my shoulder. Being
Yeah.
a DJ alone is very hectic. It's super mad hectic. Even
Imagine.
if it's just in the club, or I'm both on the club and in the club and on the radio.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I had my three times a week radio show, and I have my club gigs like every weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it was too much. I'm
Yeah.
like, production would come eventually, but I will do it like gradually. When I
Yeah.
build my own studio, I'll be inviting different producers. We work until when I can just record myself, mix and master my songs by myself. And that's what happened the past 3 years, 2016, right? 4 years when I started like taking production to a level. I'm still amateur at production, but there are a lot of my songs that I make myself, record, mix, master, and I have my own online label. I can publish my own music as well. So yeah.
That's perfect. I like, and by the sound of it, what I like, because a lot of the artists in Gambia, like myself, I'm only just starting to learn more about the artists in Gambia because people that know me know I'm in entertainment, right? There was a time that, if you asked, okay, name 5 artists in Gambia, it's like, okay, who do I start with?
Yeah.
Likewise in the movie industry as well. That's where I am in. So it's like my thing was we as a collective entertainment need to
Yeah.
out, and whether it's I'm doing this to get this person out, I'm doing this to get this person out. Most of them are just artists, but whereas by the sound of it, you're building a brand for yourself.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's what you're doing, right? Because everyone is like,
It
okay,
works for
all
me.
right, okay, but because you're doing so many things, it's like, okay, E.N.C is a brand, like
Right.
the brand,
Yep.
So which
Yep.
is amazing. That is not just that's like, I
Yeah.
don't mean to sound anyhow, but that's like international level, if you know what I mean.
For
Like
sure.
you build a brand for yourself, not only for the artistry, but then
Yeah.
later on you can bring in clothing lines in there. You can bring in
Yep.
games in there. You can bring in so many things in there because it's a brand that you're
Definitely.
creating. You know what I mean? And that is so smart.
Definitely.
That's so smart that not most of the people the artists that I know are not doing that. So
Yeah.
Kudos to you. That's amazing.
Man, thank you for acknowledging that, man. Like that's the business side of it. I try to make myself available for the market and study the industry. You know what I mean? Reasons why I never rushed to record music since 1997, it was to study the steps and look at people that were there before me, where they made it, where they slipped off,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and study. And I put myself as the E.N.C name is the brand. Whatever I put out is just material that belongs to the brand. So get into business and get into sign endorsement deals later. I mean, like, you know, what I mean, that's amazing, you know, and it's working. And I'm glad you're seeing it from that perspective too.
I'm definitely seeing it because I'm just thinking, I was like, yo, he's creating a brand. Like what? It's crazy. No, but that's good. Which brings me directly to my next question.
Right.
How is the entertainment industry like, in your opinion, in Gambia? And what do you think the challenges are and that you guys are
Yeah.
facing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entertainment in Gambia right now, let me try to put it in this context, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like years back, we were put in a particular barrel or a hole or a pit, right?
Yeah.
People are trying to surge out, you know, where's the way out? Where's the way out? How are we gonna get a break? We don't even see the light. Like sometimes the light might just reflect and pass. So we were trying to find or figure out or fine tune how to just make it out there, right? And then the fact that the industry is very young, it's very, very young. The key players, the forerunners of the industry, the most popular artists, and even our actresses, actors, we're all young. But
Yeah.
when I talk about the music now, look at people like Gizul, Attack, ST, myself, and we young, like young people,
Yeah.
right? Different from other countries where you have to be in your late 40s to be, you know, that person. You
Yeah.
get me? So we struggled, and God gave us a little light, but most of us don't know how to handle that light. That's where the industry is at right now. So we are gonna see numbers that we were not used to a few years back, but most of us don't know what is the use of these numbers. How do we keep these numbers, and how do these numbers resonate to an industry that will hold all of us
Yeah.
financially, status-wise, and legacy? That's gonna be for a longer run. So we don't have an educational structure. Now, when it's educational structure, people think you need to have a school for that. You don't need a school for that. Right now, in the near future, technology is going to demolish every school as a structure. You're going to stay in your house and learn, right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to do everything virtually. That means you can school yourself in the house. And a country like Gambia, we've seen a lot here that we never knew were lessons. We have to just pay attention and study and
Yeah.
inherit excellence within ourselves and make it resonate to everybody else.
That's right.
So we are here. We think Senegal have everything. We think Nigeria have everything. We think Ghana have everything. We
Mm-hmm.
think America, UK have everything, and we think Gambia have nothing, whilst Gambia have everything that we know nothing about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We having a very young, outgoing crowd. It's only in Gambia you go to a show, you see kids of 14, 15,
Bunch
16,
of kids.
17 years, a bunch of
Honestly.
people. These are people we can groom for the next 30 years, and they will stay with us. We have a very beautiful, country that our people, our key players need to explore and know how to manage these people and share the resources within all of us. So every movie, actor, actress, movie director, filmmaker, model, the fashion designer, the platform owners, and every other entrepreneurial aspect of the art, everybody's going to survive because we're having the material here right now. But how do we make it work collectively is where the mind should be at right now. That's how I can summarize where the industry is at right now, and I hope you understand.
I listen, listen, I'm just smiling because everything I've been thinking about, everything I've been saying, I'm so glad that an artist is almost just stepping out to see, to evaluate what's happening. So when you step back in, you know where to go, what to do, what not to do. You know what? We're gonna take a quick break, guys, and then we're gonna play a couple of E.N.C's songs, and then we're gonna come back and then we're gonna talk some more because I'm super excited. Okay, so we're gonna be right back, guys. Enjoy these couple of videos that we're gonna be playing up right now.
No problems.
We are great, and we don't care. Yo, dog, we are bad people, certified mad people. But us a cool up yourself, you humble and one, but we damn evil. Dog, we are bad people, certified mad people. But us a cool up yourself, you humble and one, but we damn evil. Yeah, dog. Break arm and me born and grow. I be a madness, the man them go show. Beat the case and then go lay low. We no take argument if a skull figure bore. More time we a do this regular. I know bedtime story me a telling ya. Boy a ring like a Samsung cellular. We mute them with the Beretta. Them say no face, no case. So who find the trace? And always we go find the best. So chat to me young Galilees. Mickey Mouse them all humble when them see me. Grumble, stumble, tough talk, you know forgive me. Bag a long talking, I know feel way. I know anybody can be way. Dog, we are bad people, certified mad people. We just a cool up yourself, we humble and one, but we damn evil. Dog, we are bad people, certified mad people. We just a cool up yourself, we humble and one, but we damn evil. Yo, dog, badness and no Facebook yapping. Few we think and no Boko Haram kidnapping. We not do it for no Snapchat snapping. A boy face slapping when the thing clapping. We never see them when they shot at them and knock. Clappers a beat up a man in 6 o'clock. Them hide under bed with a one cookie pot. After everything done, them go talking parrot. Them and them never do a thing, I saw them not feel up. Me brawling pan them and I cuff them with a trap. Dog, no Jimmy no checking me no response for that. Because it's a boom da da da. Yo dog, we are bad people, certified mad people. But us a cool up yourself, you humble and one, but we damn evil. Dog, we are.
Hey, hey, hey.
We are great, and we don't care. Yo, dog, we are bad people, certified mad people. But us a cool up. Your loyalty. What a way we roll with the family. We don't show up when we kill people, but them no man tough up in a war. Me give them a blind, them cat a bag of lie. Me feel say them take it too far. Yo, me quiet and simple, simply means we no talk a lot. Spike out do some chatterbox. When we say go for everything, no half a quarter that. No man no feel the one dopey puppy way you back a lot. Boy chest gun is a shock attack. Operation, what a way we a spark a shot. Who got them up and gone home with a heart attack? And after that, me woulda post a photo, but me rather not. Me no bad that post and brag a lot. Walk and act a lot. Lyrically DJ doggy, we no rap a lot. Then span the ends man a pull up and no sprag a lot. Them said them bad because them broke a baba shop. When me mad, a boy head was soft like a coconut. Them see the pyramid and ball say kabaka that. Oh, me glad the day me clear the way. General a godfather that yo. We don't show off when we kill people, better up in a war. Me give them a play, but them chatter be a lie. So me feel say them take it too far. Yo, we don't show off when we kill people, better no man tough up in a war. Me give them a blind, them chatter be a lie. So me feel say them take it too far. Me go solo, profiler, pitbull the rottweiler. Coco skull man a go feed them papaya. Dark mode go so pan them a black spider. Cool like winter, wicked and Al-Qaeda. Enough man turn a fat liar. See them a plan up and a gang up, but the whole thing a backfire. Who plan the landminer? Me no take no liquor fi get high, give me the attire. Better know, me no take no other from nobody, coming off no daddy. Couple machine them a sing it like a jelly maddy. I be a bad girl a roll with it like a yardie. One favor Nicky, Megan the stallion to Cardi. Me have me own a gang, me own a army, own a squaddy. Them no fit dig the goat a chop the head and dumb the body. September 11 a come Osama Bin Laden. General man a mad somebody. We don't show off.
Right. I think that's it, right? That's all this. That's like, I don't know. Could you see me? Could you see me? Did you see me? I mean, I had my juice, you know. I was like, yeah, man, I'm ready for the club.
You were stunting on them.
Listen, for real, my favorite, Killer.
Oh yeah, I saw you. You go on with it, man. I see you go on with it, killer.
I was like, listen, yo, okay, like,
Yeah.
listen, okay. I was messaging. I was like, because I got a radio show here, right?
Right.
And I was just messaging my partner. I was like, go back and listen to Killer. Go back and listen to Killer.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Listen,
Thank
okay?
you.
You guys know I've got FTO every Thursday on TGM Radio, okay? Best believe you're going to be hearing Killer, okay?
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
was like, okay? Listen, for that song, I'm going to do everything I can, because obviously
Oh
I know a couple of
man.
DJs that play in clubs as well. I
Right.
have to be grinding to that song in a club.
Oh damn.
What? What?
Thank you, man.
Crazy. Like,
Thank you,
your
man.
sound is crazy.
Thank you, man. I
Like,
appreciate it, man.
I'm very like, you know, I'm very picky when it comes to music, because obviously here we work a lot with upcoming artists. So it's like, okay, this, that. My head, like, where have you been? Where have you been all my life? This Sunday, I'm here. Where has he been? Like,
Oh, I've been in the
need,
streets.
listen,
I've
we
been in the
all need
streets.
E.N.C in our lives. We all need E.N.C on our
man.
playlist. We all need E.N.C when we're in a traffic light. Like, for real, we do.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank
dope.
you.
100% dope.
Killer is from one of my EP called Cloud9. They're much more similar. There's a song called Coca-Cola Wine. What I'm gonna do is I will email you that EP, 6 tracks. It's
Email
couple of
me.
months or because one of the songs from the EP was playlisted on BBC One Extra a couple of months ago. One of the songs, and they love the song and they look out for it, and I never sent them the song though, but they took it and put it on a BBC playlist, and I was like, ooh, salute. You know what I mean?
Right, that was
EP, you
praise.
guys love it.
I was gonna come to that. I was gonna say, which one of your songs were on Chase TV?
Trace was Boom Dagadat.
Right. Did we
There's a
did we
song
have
called
that
Boom
here?
Dagadat. No, you don't have that. That was I
Send me
didn't
that.
say it was one of my old. You're gonna get it. I'll
Send me
send you a
that.
link to that.
Send me that because
I'll
sometimes
send you a link to
I
that.
just do lives where I just vibes to just songs. So people are like, yeah, this is this, this is that. That needs to be added to
Right.
my playlist. Okay, Killer Killer. I
I'll send
know.
you that.
Listen, I'm gonna download it as soon as I get like. What? You crazy? All
No,
right.
I'm glad you love it. I'm glad you love it. Thank you, man.
I love it. Like I love it. I don't know who was not vibing to that, but I was vibing to that. Okay, like
Myself was too. I was digging it.
I was like, I bet my husband's downstairs like, okay, she's having too much fun. I am.
I know,
Okay,
right?
I am. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's move. Let's go. Like let's. Because we can talk about this all day, but we don't have that
I know,
time,
right?
okay? But
Right.
best believe, guys, I'm definitely gonna bring E.N.C back on Sit With Me, 100%. So you are now part of the family. You're not a stranger. Thank you so much. As soon as I messaged you, you granted me this interview, so I really appreciate you for that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now you've mentioned a couple of times what we know, that obviously you're married, and stuff. You guys are a celebrity couple, you know.
Right.
Did you guys meet through entertainment? Did you meet before or after you became who you are?
We were both doing our thing. We both made our names, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, before we actually got anything going on. You know what I mean? This is a person that we were fans of each other, you get me? We
Hmm.
were fans of each other, man, like because she's always been that one rare person that you barely see in the Gambian music industry because there were times when there were a lot of female key players, especially the younger ones.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She was one of those that defeated the culture of this is a male dominated area. You know what I mean? So she came and stood up by herself. You know what I mean? And all she needed was support by the male community as well, because you know what I mean, and everybody at large. But when you see a female grinding in a male dominated area, you got to be the real man to support them too. You know what I mean? Like you just have to. You know what I'm saying? And she's been supportive to every other artist in the Gambia. So she was like the little mom of our little generation that time.
Hmm.
Like that was on the radio advocating for the music and you know what I mean, creating platforms for other artists. So we were basically that kind of friends from a distance. We
Yeah.
met where music was related actually. That's how we started. But we both were established by we had our capacities going on before anything, right?
Yeah. How do you guys
Mhm.
cope as a celebrity couple? Do you guys have a lot of differences in terms of opinion, especially in the industry? And I think I want to salute you on what you said about her, because obviously one of the reasons why I literally only last week knew that it was like that was your wife. I knew,
Oh,
yeah, literally. I don't know her personally, Sister Njai, but I know of her and I follow her. One of the reasons why is because I'm obviously in a male dominated industry like she is, and I see her grind. I see all, like, every time I always say, "Oh, Fanta Kika," but I'm like, "Yes, listen, yeah, hey, do they stop Monaco?" No, every time she's always doing something, and I'm like, yeah, like we need
right.
more females like this, like, because as women we get scared off so easily. But the fact that
Yeah,
she's been in the run for so long and she's
yeah,
still going, and then
yeah.
I'm just, we're gonna come to ride along very like quickly. But all praises to her. But how do you guys cope as a celebrity couple? Because you are a celebrity couple.
Right. We are the thing is we two very different people, but that's
Really?
what make us unique here. We
Yeah.
so different. But this is where a lot of people make mistakes when they're trying to find the right person because they want people that are the same as them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you have someone that's just the same as you, there's not much more to know because you know yourself already. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be waking up to something that's old before you met that person yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you have something that's totally your opposite, this is going to be a person you will learn new things about as you go.
Yeah.
This is a person that you can be with for a long time.
Hmm?
Even if things get boring somewhere, it's
Yeah.
gonna spark up somewhere very soon because something new is gonna emerge. So there'll come a time where you're gonna see a new person standing in front of you, and this is your old friend from day one.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But because y'all are two different people, you have a center of compromise where you all gonna know, okay, you, that's you, me, this is me, but there's something called us, and that
Yeah.
us is what all of you stand for. You know what I'm saying? So that's the nuclear relationship that you are going to have that represent both y'all. And you being different is what's going to be the energy, because if you're going to have different inputs to make a master plan,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's why we have a very unique relationship. We are crazy people though, but we have a very unique relationship, like for real, for real. Like, yeah, we started off as friends. We spent almost 10 years together as friends. You get me?
No
We've been
way.
friends since 2007, 8, 2007, 8, like
Oh, wow.
since then.
Yeah.
And then we dated for 2 years and got married for 6 years. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations. It was your anniversary last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we basically spend almost our entire youth life together
Together.
now.
Yeah.
And we have a long way to go because every day there's a new energy that sparks, and every day there's a new thing that you need to figure or put your head around.
Yeah.
There's a new thing you need to
To
fight
learn as well.
about, and a new thing to learn about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what I mean. We have a very different way of opinionating, and then we always get to a point where we do what's right.
I love it. Like, amazing. Okay. Because we're running out of time, literally, we've got 10 minutes. We're gonna brush through all the questions. Like, I need to have you back. Okay.
No
I'm going to
problems
have you
when you're
back.
ready.
I'm going to have you back. Now we know, like, all the things and how it is working. I have to have you back. Okay, so let's talk about Venezuela. You
Right.
represented Gambia. How was that festival for you? Like, you were all the way in South America. In South America, right?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
How was that for you? Like, you were representing Gambia in
Yeah.
Venezuela.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
how was that for you, and how did that come
That
about?
was, man, that was one of the things that contributed to making E.N.C a long runner, because something that most of the artists don't really pay attention to is anybody can be hot at a point, but how do you stay relevant and have a longevity in what you do?
Thank
I'm someone that's what matters to me a lot more. I
you.
never wanted to be the person that will run the place and say E.N.C is the man. No, it will always come along the way where you'll be the hottest thing sometime. But what matters is
Yeah.
to be that relevant person and what you are made up of. You know what I mean? So it was one good time when I was here, and this guy linked me, Haruna Drame, linked me, Ron. Ron is our godfather, the Paradise FM CEO, right? Ron is like our godfather that we always look up to, you know what I mean? Like the Haruna Drame figure, like that guy, you know what I'm saying? So he linked me and said, yo, we have a job for you. I'm like, what? Because that time he was calling me, I never even had his number. But he's
Yeah.
a guy I look up to a lot, and I always want to be around him, and you know what I mean, learn one or two things. So he called me, and he's full of life. He was so funny on the phone with me. He was like, I have a job for you, but don't be scared. I'm not gonna take you from West Coast Radio. That time I was working with West Coast Radio, right? He had the Paradise FM going on. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm like, okay. So we went for a meeting. So he was like, okay, we've seen you grow. We've seen how your stage performance. I'm a performer. I'm this artist that might not have a big song at a time, but put me on stage, I will give you a big night. That's what made me one of the reasons why I'm still here
Yeah.
over 10 years, 15 years now. So Ron told me that we need a performer to represent Gambia on this particular platform. I'm like, wait, that's big. Yeah, all the way to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like all the way to South America, like that's
Yeah.
dope. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, nice idea, man. I just need to think of this, like what comes with it. He said, I feel free to think and we get back to us. And you know what I mean? So the next morning we kicked off and we were like, okay, cool. So we just went with the processing. So basically it was like the Venezuelan embassy were the ones that contracted Haruna to get them,
Oh, okay.
performance. Gambia to
Yeah.
represent this country. So we went to the Venezuelan embassy. You know what I mean? So from there, they just took our passports and the visa thing, and you know what I mean. Next couple of weeks, we
Get it
flew
done.
there.
Boom, boom, bam,
And
bam.
mad festival, big, massive festival. You know, that was a huge eye opener for me. That energized me a lot to keep going. You know what I mean? If you see me today touring almost all over Europe for a tour, I think it was because of the Venezuelans, the local shows I did in buses, the Bricamas, the Laments, all these villages and the towns that are still in my head. You know what I mean? It's like the whole energy tank for me to keep me going. So anywhere I go to, I fit in easily because I've been on the road, circulating with music, performing for different people,
Yeah.
different tribes, race, colors, different people. You know what I'm saying? So Venezuela was an eye opener for me, and I thank God. I thank everybody that was involved in making that happen. It was beautiful.
That was amazing. That was like I can listen to you talk all day, right? Because no, not only are you motivated, you're focused, and you're not only practical educated, you're also theory educated in the music, in the entertainment industry. And I feel like that's a lot of, especially the theory part of it, is what most of these artists are missing. Everyone just wants to go in the studio and boy, but then it's like, okay, if it doesn't make sense, why are you doing certain things that you're doing? Why are you mixing how you're mixing and all of this? And I like the fact that you're well educated in that aspect, which gives you more of an advantage than most
Sure.
of the other
Thank God.
artists. Quickly, in 2019, obviously you did your Europe tour. How was that?
Right.
Very quickly. Listen, when I said we
Right.
are getting back, there's we're not even halfway through all of you guys' questions and he's still coming on, right? So I promise you, I'm definitely going to get him back after New Year's by God's grace. So he's just quickly going to tell us about your UK tour, UK,
The Europe tour.
EU tour,
EU.
and how that was for you.
Yeah. That was, man, I'm not gonna lie, that was a
Crazy.
blessing. Like the experience, not just the performance wise, but
Yeah.
a different level of exposure. When I say exposure, is to see a variety of feelings, a variety of choices, like looking into people's eyes, and this person is here for a different purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, like imagine. Let me give you the scenario, right? I did this tour. I performed over 15 cities, and imagine, right? I see people traveling from France, flying to attend a show in Italy, on a Friday night. And after my show, they will come grab my shoulders and say, "I'm flying to Germany to wait for you there." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the first time I heard, I'm like, God, boy, I'm like, God, you're joking, man. But you know what? When I flew to this city in Germany, I found these people there waiting. I'm like, y'all for real? So imagine people flying from city to city to make sure they watch me perform on different. I'm like, nah. I see white people.
Yeah, doing that.
That never came to Africa, right? Bro, I'm like, I see them getting on the train for 8 hours to get to my show. That I don't even know where that leaves me, in tears or in some emotions that I don't even realize in myself.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is something I can't explain or I can't trade for anything. That's a different level of love. You know what I mean?
100%.
And one significant thing is that we all know the history behind how difficult it is for a young Gambian musician to have a visa to be able to go and tour the world or tour Europe. And to me, it was a big privilege to be the first Gambian artist of this generation to be booked from Gambia as an artist. I didn't go to Europe with a visa, then do shows. I was booked from my house as a musician. I went to the embassy as a musician. They didn't even ask me questions. They just gave me my visa. I told it well because they've seen my track records and you know what I mean. the brands I've been associated with, the big companies I've worked with, you know what I mean, the advocacy things I've been doing in the society. And I think that's the reason why it was easier for me. So it was a big accomplishment. And if any time people related to embassies and consuls watching this video someday, I'm urging them to open a lot more gate for a lot of young Gambian creatives to be able to explore the world. We have a very vibrant market here, and our people want to see us. They want to buy us. They want to be involved with us. But many people are stuck here because they cannot go out. They need visas, they need permits, they need work permits and stuff. So our country at large need to find a way how to overcome that, and our people can be traded in between, you know, different worlds and see different atmosphere, work in different areas, and you know what I mean. We have it.
I like that. I love that so much. The positivity and you know, just your advice, every question you've answered, there's a bit of advice there for someone out there. And I love that about you so much. Your positive vibes is amazing. Your creativity. It's like, there's so much more that we have to talk about, guys. For real, like, I'm rushing because we're running out of time, for real. But quickly, what is next for you? What should we expect next? And then, guys, I'm sorry, thank you so much for the questions. This would have to literally be the last question, because there's a show literally in 2 minutes. So what's next for E.N.C? What should we expect?
I was supposed to do my international album, but thanks to Corona, I turned that to an EP. I just did my EP a few weeks ago, and I'm doing my promo videos. I shot a lot of videos, and they'll be coming out.
When is that out? When's
the EP is out now. The EP is out now.
Already. Okay.
That's where the Bad People song and the Dark Mode songs are on. You know what I'm saying? That's out. So you can check my Instagram, E.N.C Gambia, and everything is on it. You know what I'm saying? But I was supposed to be touring East Africa, but Corona, and after that I was supposed to be back in Europe for my summer tour. But you see what Corona did to summer. So let's just hope Corona goes out. I have a lot of bookings pending. From every part of the world. I'm supposed to go meet people and perform for them. You know what I mean? It's more of exporting the music outside. I've been here about 15 years doing these launching projects every year. So we're talking about taking the forefront and exporting the music outside by all means. Taking the Gambia's brand outside. You know what I'm saying? That's just basically it. And to tell you this, Mary, I can do this every day. I like sharing ideas. I've been doing this on the radio for over 10 years, talking to people. We need more platforms to talk to people. We need to communicate. We need to have dialogues. So I'm open anytime you want to have me back again. Just, you know what to do, man. Link up.
Listen, we have to have you back, even though it's been an hour, but I just feel like it's been a very, very short hour. Like, I'm not done, okay? I'm not done. Like, I could talk for days, okay? Thank you so much for coming onto the show. You've been amazing. Your artistry, your work, you're amazing. You're an amazing person, and you're an amazing artist. And I like the fact that we can differentiate ASR to E.N.C as well. Thank you so much for coming onto the show. I'm looking forward to everything you've got coming up, guys. You better go and plug. Obviously, he's plugged himself, E.N.C, on the socials. Go and follow him, support him. Get that EP. It's out now. Currently, I'm gonna post it on the Sit With Me social media. So if you miss anything, you can always go back on the socials and get everything on there. His contacts, everything's gonna be on there. Thank you so much for coming onto the show. I appreciate you. Keep doing you, keep being you. All right, guys, good night.
Thank you.
Sponsor a Gambian girl through SAG Foundation. We are placing girls on the path to success through education. Our aim is to realize a Gambia where every girl is given equal access to education to reach their full potential. This is how we do it through our model of affecting generational systematic change. This is Amy. She is not in school. An underprivileged girl excluded from school due to lack of financial support. The SAG Foundation enrolled her into school, and she is equipped with all the essential resources to have a quality education. Amy is now making a difference in her community. Amy is now contributing towards the generational systematic change. Education changes everything for a girl.